times it was the worst of times.
We're the sons of peasants. Glory and riches and stars are beyond our grasp, but a full stomach, that dream can come true.
Whoa, holla, yeah, holla, ayy, line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them, yeah. Niggas cramp my style, rolling up that loud. Catch your flex with your wigs in the yard like how, yeah. Lost it all, my nigga, I had to switch gears. Seen in the face, iconic like Nefertiti. If it wasn't for the gram, bitch, you'll never see me. I need a lot of money and I need it right now. New whips and my mama need that new house. Bullshit, all I know is get rich, ayy. It's in my blood, bitch, I'm not the one to fuck with. On some different drip, don't bug me, bitch. One call, get you done up like Ricky, ayy. Hate me now, don't you? Staying busy, ain't you? Riding in that Lambo, tinted windows, camo. Blocka, to make me call my shotters. D's outline ya, they gotta call your mama. No plea, your honor, no deals, nigga. No deals, nigga. Blue chill, nah. Hey, you like it, ho, get your money up. Yeah, know your worth, step your value up. Yeah. Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Yeah. Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Yeah.
Don't want no static, my bitches pull out automatics. All my works is foreign, you frontin' it gets to clapping. Pop up, you don't know what happened. It's so tragic, 150 up in the Bentley, I'm headed to where the cash is. Fuck the traffic, I'm swerving and switching lanes. I see they hating, they don't know who they playing with. Twitter fingers catch flights to where you staying at. Get out the way, get the fuck up out my way now. Turn up, all my friends is pretty, and they always hold us, still sitting high as a ditty. Gang winning, taking over the city. Please don't hit my phone, you see me out here getting busy. So blunt, you want the smoke, attitude on a hundo. They don't really want it with me, I'm the big, you want poke. All I'm ever chasing is the bag, ain't been pressed about a bitch, I guess that's why they mad.
Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Yeah. Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Line 'em up, I'll embarrass them. With you, cause I cancel them. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Y'all already know what it is. It is 7 o'clock, so that means it's time for the Random Talking Indie Music Show. Live here on Station Head and also D Live, Twitch, Periscope, and YouTube Live. I'm your host, 759, alongside my co-host, the Beast of the East, Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Couture, Oprah Winfrey could never, Minx Couture. Hey, you can call her the Betty White of the internet or some shit. I don't know. You are the GOAT. You are the GOAT. What's up, Minx?
Oh, what's goody?
Man, listen.
All I had to say about all of that is one thing.
What's that?
That's it.
Yes, God. But yeah, today is Wish Fails Friday. Yay! So if you are on any of these streaming sites, you will be able to see the crazy, terrible, fucked up pictures that I had the pleasure of researching this morning. I want to apologize for not being on live yesterday. This damn cough is killing me. I might have to go to the doctor eventually and get this looked at because it's been going on for far too long. But anyway, I'm here, indeed, back with the jump off. Minx, how you been doing?
I've been good. I've been since you had me unemployed yesterday night.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Unemployed.
I felt unemployed. I said, "What do I do with my time?" So I was like,
"Shit, don't do that."
I put out a message to the Patreon. I said, "Anybody free for an interview or anything?"
Right. I mean,
so it worked out.
See, it's a reason why I unemployed you. And I'm kidding. Uh, no, but I'm glad you had a backup plan. I mean,
Well,
but
you know me. I don't like to be bored. And when I start getting bored, I start doing stupid shit like sitting on Fortnite for half the night screaming my ass off.
as you see, I now have an Xbox One. Thank you very much. Please accept my friend
What?
request. Yeah,
Hold on a second.
yeah.
Is this real?
Get the. Yeah, I got it a couple days ago. I only have two games for the shit, but I got GTA 5 and NBA Live. NBA 2K19. I hate that damn game. I can't shoot for shit. But anyway, uh,
Yo, all I gotta say is, finally, I'm super excited. I'm like, I can't fucking believe it. Like she,
thank
she
you,
finally
thank you,
did it. She
thank you.
finally did it.
I said I can't keep up with all these damn consoles. Now watch, as soon as I get the damn thing, they're gonna come up with like a Xbox, some type of
Man,
bullshit, man. I can't keep up.
man,
But yes,
if that shit don't take the CD out the case and inject itself, I don't, I'm
I
not gonna
just don't
do it.
understand that once you install it into the game, why you need the CD.
That's what I don't get. And some of these games, like my recommendation is definitely to get that Game Pass. I think it's $1 for I think
Yeah,
6 months.
I did see that. I did see that.
Yeah, just do
I
it.
had
Just do it.
I had been looking up the games and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I see a couple of games to see. I like the role playing shoot 'em up. I like racing games, and I have pinball. I have some retro pinball games on there too because I love pinball. But I saw this one game. I forgot the name of it. That bitch was 80 something dollars. I said, nope.
Oh, it's probably like I think it's probably Rainbow
If it was Rainbow,
or
I think it might have been Rainbow Six. That shit was $80. I said, nope.
yo. I'm gonna have to share you my game tag. I gotta give you yo now.
I have
Now
your
you can
game
be part of.
tag.
You do?
I
When
sent
did you
you.
add me?
I sent you. I added you the day I got the damn game. You didn't see it?
No. Wait, my notifications. You know what? My notifications might be off on the Xbox because I posted up my
See,
gamer tag,
see, I go
and
out
next
my
thing I
way to
know,
get this damn console. I add her. You're my only friend on that bitch, and you don't even take the time. You know what? This show is fucking over. I'm dissolving this partnership.
well, what to do is I'm gonna add you to my team. We're called the Onyx Queens.
Okay.
Onyx Queens, and we be driving around and just trying to get this money. So yeah. No, I got to turn my notifications back on because I was like, not only do you get dictures in real life and the DMs, you get dictures on Xbox. So
Oh boy, I wish somebody would send one to me. You will be on Fails Friday. It won't be just Wish Fails. It'll be Fails Friday.
so I was like, really? Is that what we're doing? Is that real? Is that what we are doing?
It better not pop up on my screen because if you see 75983 on there and I see a dick, you're getting exposed. Bet
Well,
that.
it was funny the other day because somebody said to me after I was having my rant about receiving another dicture, he said, Minx, check your DM. So I was like, okay, because I know the dude. And he puts a bunch of pictures of dicks in my DMs, but they're not the dicks that we're talking about. He put in a picture of Dick Gregory. He put a picture
Dick Van Dyke.
Vic Dan. I have Vic Van. So I was like, yo. So he says, Minx, I didn't want you to think that we're all bad guys. But if I was gonna send you a dick pic, it would definitely be these guys.
Jesus. Dick
That was sweet.
Gregory.
It was sweet.
Goodness gracious. Yeah. They're on the dicks you only send on this game because if I see anything that has any pubic hair, balls, or a slight curve, you are being exposed.
Exactly.
I try not to give out your gamer tag, but
It's for the slay. For FOR the THE slay SLAY. I slay all day.
Slay. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
I've been looking at some live streams of some people doing some gaming, and this one girl, to me lady sounds older, but this one young lady, she was doing some streaming. I was watching her for a while, and I was going to subscribe to her until I clicked subscribe, and she had a hefty little price tag behind that. I said,
Oh Lord. Yeah, they ain't playing. Yo,
like I
they
think it's
are
like I
not.
think it's like $10 a month to subscribe to watch her play a game. I'm like, shit, I could just play myself for 5 hours.
I'm telling you, these people are making a killing
But
on
she,
monthly
but
subscribers.
she making a
Even
coin though. She made a coin.
yeah, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I always say. Like, what is support if people cannot subscribe financially to your shit?
Facts. I mean,
Because
even if the subscription is free though, you know what I mean?
yeah, even if the subscription is free, but I feel like if you can't pay me $1 a month, then who are you? You know what I mean? Like in a
True.
sense, I have a actually I'm subscribed like to a few Patreons, and I told them, it's like, look, all I got right now until I blow up is $1 a month for you. And they're like, Minx, you know what? Whatever you choose to donate, you just showing me your support. Even if you
Right.
donate 50 cents. 50 cents a month. I was just telling one of my Patreon members, I was telling him how he should start a Patreon as a producer. Like, how are you a producer and don't have Patreon?
You know
You
what?
know,
And I forgot I have a Patreon, but I don't have anything on it. I follow a couple people from YouTube, and that's it.
yeah, I mean, look at it. Like I said to him, what are producers crying about? They're crying about that they have their music on Airbit, they have their production on that website that must not be named ever, and basically, I've been following a couple of producers that have Patreon, and a lot of producers are really, in my opinion, missing the mark. Like, why do you have a middleman when you could just be the man or woman,
Mm-hmm.
and just you could, if you have PayPal. A lot of people don't know, with PayPal you can actually set up a monthly subscription based like service. So you get your little blog, you know what I'm saying? Or you get your little Patreon, and it's all about, incentive. If I'm an artist, artists are most likely going to sign up for your Patreon as a producer than they would as an artist that's making drops. So if
Really?
you're like every month, yeah, there's a producer that I follow on Patreon. I forgot his name, but he is actually bringing in an extra, I think, $806 a month. Even if people don't buy his beats, they're subscribed.
Damn.
So what he does is, like, he's very smart though. He's selling merch off of there. He's doing shit like, I'm giving away 2 beats a month, and he's doing giveaways of beats. Like he's pretty much totally like caking on his like throwaways, like totally.
I don't see my throwaways are like some of my best shits. I can't just give them out like that.
Well, wait until the next drop, because I'm thinking about, even though I got a Patreon for the podcast, I'm really thinking about doing a Patreon for like my artist / production, because why am I giving all this shit to these other places that are making money just by people visiting, when I can make money based off of people visiting? You know what I
True.
mean? Like, it just,
True. Mm-hmm.
it literally makes no sense how people just cannot monetize their lives better. And other thing I like about Patreon is, a lot of people don't know, is that they have kind of like a Instagram stories type feature. So instead of people being in the lab on Instagram and putting themselves in a position to get their shit stolen, or if you're making a beat and you want to show the progress of the beat and you're afraid of your shit getting stolen, paid subscribers. Period.
That's like and I'm glad you mentioned that, because a couple of weeks ago, I believe, Taz Taylor from Internet Money was previewing a track with him and I think Lil Skies, and what ended up happening somehow was the whole track was leaked. Even if
Mm-hmm.
yeah, even if he he was previewing it, like he played the whole thing from top to bottom. I didn't hear it, but I read about it afterwards. He said, well, I'm never previewing beats live again, because I'm never previewing projects ever again live, because people don't take they don't have the decency to not leak something. I mean, the fans was waiting on it, and the fans were still like, you can still release it, we'll still buy it, this, that, and I mean, you know what I mean? They're hardcore fans. They wanted that project, but because it took one person to steal or mess it up for everybody else, it kind of makes it hard for a producer to want to be proud and show off their work if there's always somebody out there in the corner somewhere ready to leak everything. Like, it's got to be in-house. If you're leaking, that's in-house.
See, that's why
somebody inside doing that.
I always said to myself, like, if Prince was still alive, you know, he would have like an early, you know how they have OnlyFans and that's just for pornography.
Hmm.
Um, you know,
And
you
that just
have
popped up out of nowhere, right? That's a quick lick.
yeah, it is. But I'm like, why don't they have like a setup like that? Like I understand that Patreon is Patreon, but it's mostly for like content creators, and I don't really see a lot of artists that would want to get on there. Like podcasts are killing it on Patreon. Like
Yeah.
this one Patreon, three dudes making 56,000 a month.
What?
No, I'm sorry, not 56,000, 5,600 a month.
What?
They're making
Still.
$5600 a month doing podcasts, and they're very smart with how they do it. You have another podcast. It's a crime series, and this chick is making like I think she has like 5,000 Patreon members, and I think that the highest monthly installment she has is $10 a month, and she's bringing in some coins. I think she's bringing in like 8,000 a month on Patreon alone.
I wouldn't even touch that money. That would have been going back towards whatever future projects I got coming up or something. I wouldn't even want to touch that.
Yeah, there's one person I'm looking at right now. This guy has he's a producer. He has 56 Patreon members, and he's bringing in $254 a month. I mean that's more money than
it's more than what I'm bringing in.
Exactly. And me being a content creator on Patreon, you know, I'll definitely say that shit is the wave. That shit is the wave.
See,
like it's not even.
And as everything else, as soon as a few dodo birds get ahead of it and get a wind of it, it's going to become one of those things. Just like social media and the way what we're doing, that's going to become oversaturated. Everybody's going to be crowding Patreon. See, some things we just got to leave exclusive. Some things we need to keep for ourselves. You know what I mean? Not everybody needs to know about this right here because.
But
go ahead.
All of that is true. They may crowd it, but you know, it's all about. I mean, they don't know how to do it.
because everybody that picks up a mic and got a mixer say they gonna podcast now, and so as soon as they figure out the way to get on to a platform, and as soon as they see somebody having somewhat success on it, they're gonna pick it up, and that's gonna start a chain reaction of everybody coming out with something. They don't even know what the podcast is gonna be about, but they gonna have one.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like my dad put it to me,
they see it as a quick lick and not as a business and not as a platform that could be useful. They see it as, oh, I could make up to such and such dollars a day or a month or whatever the case. See, they don't take it as serious.
Yeah, because even on platforms like Anchor does have a monthly situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say the only reason why I think artists, we would probably need our own type of subscriber-based OnlyFans, Patreon type shit, because, you know, after putting it into perspective for a couple of my members, I just was like, look, like, think about it. Like, would you rather just make a set amount each month and know who's fucking with you instead of worrying about who's not fucking with you, and just be working with those people and creating like some shit that Prince would do? For instance, like Prince, if Prince had Patreon, this is exactly what he would do. He would have like maybe 5 tiers, you know, the $1 members, the $5 members, the $10 members, the $25, $50, and then $100 a month members, right? So he would have it set up like that, right? Now, this is where people fail when it comes to like subscribing based things, because it's all about consistency. Motherfuckers ain't gonna be paying you $2 a month just guys. Everything's great. Got a new song coming out. Yeah, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that.
Yeah, they don't.
They want if I'm paying a celebrity, right? If I'm paying them $25 a month, that motherfucker better Skype me once a month, say what's good, show me the studio, preview his music for me. You know, this is how you're supposed to use these types of services, and this is why a lot of people, like some people, excel. Like podcasters that have Patreon, they excel because they're doing shit like I'm doing, you know, bonus episodes. You know, if you're a Patreon member and you're an artist and, you know, you got a new drop coming out, why don't we sit down for 30 minutes and I'll dedicate an entire episode to you. See, this is exactly what people want.
Right.
You know, instead of paying these mofos that that don't have a following. Their fucking SSL certificate is not active on their website. They don't want to fuck with people like that. But they'll fuck with you and stick with you for months when they see that, oh, I'm included in this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So even as a producer, as a producer, like let's say you started a Patreon, you could say, yeah, for my $100 a month subscribers, each month you get a beat specialized made for you. So now bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why do I got to get the exclusives? The exclusives cost $350. Why? You're paying $100 a month for an exclusive beat a month.
Why not? I mean, you got some producers out there ready to hit you over the head.
Yeah, like even if it's not $100, you could say, look, for $50, I'll let you pick one and I'll make you one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's no reason why people are allowing services like the website that must never be named and Airbit to take and be the to take and be the middleman of your money, because they all take a percentage of shit. I mean, Patreon takes what, 0.7% of your earnings just
That's
to pay for. That's nothing. That's nothing. A $5 Patreon member, I'm cashing out $4.36. I'm not too mad about that.
I mean, it's a return on investment.
Hell yeah. I mean, I ain't mad. It just means you got to push it harder. And again, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of podcasters and rappers and producers can join Patreon as soon as we get off this joint. But they all are not going to be successful if they don't understand and actually research and learn. Because I talk to other Patreon members. I'm part of Patreon fucking forums all over the web. I'm talking to other people like, hey guys, how do I increase my profits for, next month? What am I doing wrong? And people that are successful are actually saying, you should try this, you should do this. Mm-hmm. So, just like with your music, your beats, everything, when you decide that you want to take this to the next level, I can't counsel you. I can't counsel you for free, but I could definitely show you the ropes on how to have a successful. I mean, I've had my Patreon since October, and I think last month, December, was my highest earning month, and I didn't charge my Patreon members anything, my existing members.
Right.
But the people that signed up after that, that was different. But my highest month was December, and it definitely is it's a big animal. People have to learn. Everything ain't about using services. You sometimes got to bring the content yourself.
Right, exactly. I mean, you got, like we always say, you got to want to take your platform further, whether it's beats, whether it's, whether it's whether you're writing or whatever it is. You got to want to be able to take it to the next level. I mean, it ain't just fall in your lap. You know what I mean? Hey.
And that shit can help you buy your equipment, or you started saying, "Oh my God, I got to put in extra hours at work because I want to buy this new, program so I can do auto tune better." Instead of doing that, you could just say, "Look, I'm going to try to sell beats through my own shit, my own channels. I want to try to get monthly subscribers. If you got more beats than you do clients, you definitely should consider doing that shit."
Hey, right. And so you got people like me that's constantly having to start over because of stupid computer viruses. But anyway, but any damn way. Like I have made it a point to, put everything, all my tracks, all the track outs, everything that I ever do to anything, it's going on this external hard drive. And I will probably end up buying a couple of SATA drives. And just, I might have to end up. I mean, hey, I'm trying to back up any and everything. Like I said, this baby right here is not the cheapest piece of equipment. I need to make it last as long as possible. I got to make it last.
Definitely better get that C cleaner. I got the C cleaner. I do my defragments. I schedule it now because I be forgetting. And damn.
Speaking of defragging.
Like, hello, would you like to defragment now? We'll do it after the podcast tonight, guys.
See, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get on to these good old topics.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's get into it. See, I try to beef up my graphics here. So y'all go ahead and share this live. Shout out to everybody on Station Head, Periscope, YouTube, and everywhere else. We about to get into these good old topics. And first, before we get started, please, anybody who is an artist or know somebody that is an artist, take the time to go to Spotify And be sure to look up Station Head Playlist. It's my personal playlist that I add for my Station Head channel, Live from 805 Pod. Please go on there, follow that page, and add your songs on there. And I will, if you know, I check my list quite regularly. So if I see anything new or if I add anything new, it will be added to my Station Head playlist, and you will have a chance to get your song played on a live show. I can't tell you when and where, but you must follow the page, and it'd be great if you can tune in as well to any of the streaming sites that I have listed on the side of my screen, which would be over there and down here. You see that, right? Are you watching me?
Yeah. I'm watching.
Look. You know, I'm trying to get the direction because everything is backwards. So this is my YouTube here, and then this here is all my other social medias, all of this, and then that there is my Cash App. Please don't be afraid to use that, please.
Yes, send some Cash App, guys.
Yeah,
Don't be cheap.
Look. Speaking of cheap, I asked somebody to send me $1 for my birthday, and she actually did it. And I'm not gonna stop telling that story because I really wasn't expecting it. And she was like, "Happy birthday! Here's your $1." I'm like, "What?" I said she actually said, "Okay." She actually sent me $1. It is what it is. I got what I asked for. So anyway.
Look, if you would have said, "Hey, y'all, send me, you know, like $15," I would have said $15. I mean, I thought that everybody was sending you $1 because I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, nobody sent me shit. See, I don't even have friends. You see.
Are you serious?
My cousin from Colorado sent me like $20.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody else in your friends. That's why I think everybody.
I had 800 and some odd so-called quote unquote friends. Nobody sent me 50 cents. You know what I'm saying?
I got 4,000 something. I said, you know, I'm going to test that. I'm going to be like, yo, everybody on this mofo, if you support my black business, my black owned business, my black ass, can y'all please send me $1? Mm-hmm. All right. Just send me $1. And you know, I'm not even going to tell everybody what I'm going to use it for. Who knows? I may just send that shit back. You never know. So they need to.
But don't be surprised if you get the crickets, though. Don't be surprised if you get crickets.
Well, then you know what I'm going to say when I become a millionaire and people be like, Minx, oh my gosh, I've been supporting you for like your entire career. And, you know, my house just caught on fire and me and my family. And I'm going to be like, you know,
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm on fire. Who cares about your house? Next.
Ooh, next. I forgot to add these pictures prior to going live. So we're just going to go ahead and talk about them. I had pictures and everything. Shit. Anyway, so we had New Music Friday. Seemed like everybody was dropping albums. You got Mac Miller dropping his posthumous final album. You got Dreamville dropping. Hold on, let me see. I think somebody from Dreamville. Okay, they released a deluxe version of their compilation, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. And of course, your boy M dropped a surprise album. He tried to take the Beyonce route, and there's some mixed reviews behind that. I will say I kind of fuck with this cover art though. I'm an Alfred Hitchcock fan, so I kind of like, you know, I understand where he got that from. So, but I hadn't listened to it yet, so I can't really give my personal opinions about it. But from what I've been reading on Twitter and other platforms, this seems to have pretty much ended Nick Cannon and raised some questions. I mean, I don't know.
No comments.
And I know, no, you got comments. You've got comments.
No comments.
No. You can't sing your way out of this one. No, not even with reverb. You cannot. Because I was waiting on you. I said, yeah, M just dropped this album. I know she gonna have something to say because I know she don't like M. So let's get this.
Minx done lost her mind.
Minx done started wilding. I wake up and the first thing I see is, I don't really give a fuck. M dropped the album. Who the fuck cares? It's like, oh, here we go.
Look, I'm only gonna say one thing about it, and I'm gonna keep it real. I get that people love Eminem. I get that they respect him. That I get that he was definitely a lot of inspiration for a lot of people, especially the youngins that just came out their mom's vag and said Eminem was the goat. Um,
Yikes.
I personally, honestly,
Not the
I
vag.
don't get it. I don't. I listened to it this morning. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, Eminem got like maybe 3 streams out of me. Um, I just think that he is losing his touch. And I really think that he should have just focused more on bringing in the artists that he signed.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's going on with them? You know what I mean? Like Shady, what is it? Shady. What's the name of his label? I forgot what his label's name is.
Shady
Uh,
Aftermath, ain't it? Well,
I think
Aftermath is
yeah,
with Dre now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, there was two. Dre fell off because his mixes the mixing on this record sounded like I was listening to something on SoundCloud. It just was not mixed right. I think they rushed. I mean, if you're gonna drop a surprise album, I mean, can you at least make sure that the mix is good?
Uh-oh.
Um,
It's one of those
it
projects,
just
huh?
it was very rushed. I could tell. I mean, they made it sound like he was working on it for a minute, but it just sounded like he just like said, you know what, fuck Nick Cannon, let's do this now, let's do
Mm-mm.
it.
Mm.
So that was my other complaint, and I think the last complaint I have about this project is, the reference that he made about Ariana Grande's concert where 22 people
Yeah,
died.
that was kind of fucked up. That
That
was fucked
bar
up.
alone, that bar was just not necessary. Like you could say, look, I'm coming into the game, like whatever, but you don't
He didn't
say
have to
you're coming
reference
into the
that. He didn't have to reference
yeah,
that. I do agree with that.
coming in coming into the what did he say? He's coming into the game and like something like he's waiting outside. He's about to blow like an Ariana concert, and I was just like, dude,
Wow.
you cannot do that. Like so I posted it on Facebook today, and I was like, so is this your king? Is this your king?
I mean, it's the fact that freedom of speech is one of those things, and given today's climate, people are going to be hypersensitive to uh more content because some people really don't take the time to put their thoughts together and think of outside of, okay, who can this affect, who is this going to offend? Or you got people like I don't care who it offends, I'm going to say it. They could take it how they want. Now, I do agree that bar was wrong on all levels. You don't do that. But however, this is the same guy once again that had a whole song about hating his mother, killing his mother, snatching up his baby moms, wrapping her up, putting her in the trunk, driving the car off the bridge. It's in the river, and the baby mama's drowning. Like, shock value. That's his thing. I don't think there's a such thing as a shock rapper, but if there was, he would be the definition of it. I mean, that's just him.
Okay, so let's just say
And I'm not
in that
capping,
aspect.
and but I'm no means capping for M. Like, I like some of M's stuff, but this is his brand. Like, this is what we know. This is what we could almost expect from him.
So let's look at it this way.
Water
What's up,
Walkers, what's
Walter?
up?
Water Walkers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's just say in this aspect, independent artist, let's say Minx Couture was to come out with red called White Van. So you're thinking White Van, that's Minx's, she's talking about some sneakers. Maybe she's endorsing sneakers and shit. So you're gonna hit play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say Minx Couture drops a song called White Vans, and it goes a little something like this. It says, okay, I hit bitches over the head. Hold on.
You starting it off like
I'm still
that?
wait. Yeah. I hit bitches over the head because they're not paying attention. Okay. Then I say, I'm sorry, I'm still laughing over this because Gino had me dying laughing. He says, Minx, you can't ever say that in public. No.
And she's about to say it
So I
on
was like,
public, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
about to say
Watch
it.
out.
So I hit bitches over the head because they're not paying attention. So I'm running away in my white vans. Okay. I'm taking their brains and moving them to another dimension. Okay. So let's say I had that bar.
Okay, okay.
What what's the first thing people are gonna say? Oh my God, Minx
You
is
knocking
making fun
people
of
up.
the girls that are
You knocking people upside the head and kidnapping them and snatching them in white people vans.
yeah. They're gonna say, "Oh my God, Minx is so insensitive because she's rapping about girls getting hit over the head and being kidnapped and being put into a white van and having their brain removed." This is what they would say about me. They would cancel me if Eminem was to come. I hit bitches over the head. Oh, they wasn't paying attention, so I run off with the white vans, take their brains, put them in another dimension. Remember, like, oh my God, that shit's bars. That shit is hot. That shit is, oh my God. I can't believe he said that.
I mean, yeah. At the same time, I mean, because we expect that from him, we wouldn't expect that out of you because that's not your content that you spit. That's not you. That would be him. Now,
Well,
I'm not saying that's bars, but I mean that was kind of clever. But I'm saying we
I
would.
really thought of it too. I really thought about it. I said, white vans. I said, okay, I'm pulling up in the white vans. It's like, yo, so that can be a reference to sneakers or maybe the white vans that are going around kidnapping people. But if Eminem was to say that, that would be a punchline God,
I mean,
punchlines. Ah.
hold on. He did come up with. Jesus. He did come up with a. Hold on. Jesus. Okay, hang on. All right, so there was a bar that he has spit. I guess when he was addressing Nick Cannon. Hold on. Damn it! I lost it. No. I freaking lost the damn bar. It was kind of hard, but then everybody was like, "We've heard that bar spit over 1,000,000 times. Oh my gosh, y'all capping. Y'all think everything he say is just okay." But maybe it has been spit over 1,000,000 times. But it's all about delivery. You know how many phrases I've heard over the course of 20 years that I've heard numerous artists say, and it's the same bar. It's just how it's being delivered. So I guess.
Right.
I guess who it is who it is, and how it's delivered. So I'm really gonna try.
Well,
to find that.
they really tried it though. They was like, okay, Minx, if you're gonna use that reference about Eminem being insensitive, then where was your tears when Biggie said, "Blow up like the World Trade"? I was like, y'all are really using that. Y'all are really using that as a reference, like to basically say that Minx Couture is crazy. I'm hating Eminem. I hate him. I have no reason to hate him. I'm
But
just.
nobody else has said it since Big. So I guess that's one of those lines that'll ever be like cemented in hip hop history. Once again, not defending that he said it, because if y'all are old enough to remember, but World Trade had a bombing back in 1993. And
yeah, 93.
Okay, and there was a bombing in the basement of the World Trade Center,
which killed like maybe what two people.
Yeah,
I think 2 people died.
Yeah,
like the people that worked there. Yeah, people that worked there died.
And I think it was like a lower parking deck or something, and or whatever happened. But once again, it was Biggie. It was one of those lines, and
6 people died. My bad.
Because since then, whenever you hear that, excuse me, I've been drinking coffee, so excuse me. Whenever you hear that on the radio, they cut that line out.
Yeah, I noticed that. They were like, "I'm about to blow up like the."
They don't even say blow up. They just say, "Born center, the opposite of a winner." Oh, y'all just gonna cut that whole line? That's what y'all? Okay.
Yeah, it's like like we don't know what the fuck.
We know what he said.
Like, we don't know. We're just gonna like put it. I'm about to eat a sandwich and just chill on the couch and watch Power.
Like, no, that's not at all what he said.
That's not what he said, but I get it. Yes, I mean one of the. I mean, this came to the point where this is where I say this is how I figure out who my true friends are on Facebook. Okay, I find out who my true friends are on Facebook when I post up the alternative thing, and I do it on purpose. And I let people know. I'm like, yo, y'all just fucking fall right into the trap. Like y'all really do. Because a lot of the things like I'll be seeing, like the three things I always post on Facebook to piss people off is one thing is about like if it's a feminist type shit, I put that up there. Um, what else? Anything about Eminem? I
I
put
think
that up.
somebody is waiting for you to post certain things too, cause he likes to get a rise out of you. He be pissing me off when I read his shit, but I don't say nothing, cause that's your homeboy. But
I mean, the way that I laugh because people expect women like etiquette in debating online, and people don't like follow the etiquette. Like there's certain things that you're supposed to do and certain things you're not supposed to do. First of all, you don't hit below the belt. This whole that's why your mom sucks my. I'm like, nah. See, now you failed the debate because you can't cite sources, so you have to get emotional. So now you're done talking to me. That's how I feel. Now,
and then
the
you
other
get the
thing,
name call, and that's when okay, you've lost. So
yeah,
and nothing I can do.
one guy said to me one time in a debate, he goes, "Damn, bitch, I didn't know you thought like that." I was
Excuse
like,
the fuck out of
"Damn,
me.
bitch."
First of all,
I'm like, first of all, who followed who? Who added who? Because my ass did not come after you. You added me as a friend. I confirmed it.
and you
Okay.
struck a
So
nerve, and he got upset. Poor him.
and he got pissed.
He wants some cheese
She
with that
says,
wine.
I I know who you're talking about, Shannon. Who said that?
Wait, who said that? Where we at?
Triple C 3
Hold on. What platform we on? Hold on.
on Periscope.
We're on
I know who you're
Periscope.
talking about. But it's like there's an etiquette when you fight it. Like it's not even fighting, it's debating. I think I'm right. You think you're right. Prove me wrong. That's what it's supposed to be, right? There's been several fights or debates that I've lost where I've said, you know what? All right. I learned something new today. I thank you. But other people, like, oh, this is why you motherfucking bitches are still fucking single. I'm like, what?
Whoa, wait, excuse
What?
me.
What the hell does that have anything to do with the fact that you think that black on white, oh, excuse me, black on is
Oh,
more?
that's my homegirl Nefri. What's up, Nefertiti? Oh yeah, by the way, y'all please stay tuned. I will be premiering a track off of her new album just dropped today called Queen Mother. Shout out to G Taylor, Prayer Money Records in the building.
And she didn't tell me. Damn.
Oh, it's been all over Facebook, sis.
I ain't been on. I told you I disabled all my notifications. I don't see nothing.
Drill, thank you for tuning in, bruh. What's sis? Hold on. I'm confused by this picture. If I called you sis, I'm sorry. I got on glasses, still can't see. I'm so sorry. I wasn't sure what I
No,
was
but
looking at.
that's basically what my thoughts are. There's no etiquette on the right way. Like there's a right way to fucking disagree with people, and
I mean,
Facebook ain't it.
There's a way to disagree. There's a way to concede if you know that you are losing a debate. Just say nothing. Oh, there she goes. I tag you and everything. Yeah, she tagged you. See, that's what I'm saying.
She did?
Yeah,
I didn't get anything.
See, this is what happens when you turn off all your notifications from the world. Minx. You can't be doing that.
Because let me tell you why. Because the bitch is blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Blow up then. Blow up then.
No, I don't know what the hell it is. She said, I tagged you and everything, Minx. Look, I'm looking right now. I'm on my computer.
Yeah, I saw it this morning. That was the first thing I seen. And then I saw your debate about
Damn, I got 10 notifications.
See?
Sheesh.
You see this, Nefertiti? You see that mess? I sat there and added her, Nefertiti. I sat here and added her to my new Xbox One console. She didn't even have the decency to add me back because, oh, wait, she's turned off the notifications.
I got a dicture, okay? Imagine, this is what, let me just paint a picture for you real quick. Imagine you're chilling. Your man is sitting next to you. Y'all are hanging out together. You're playing the Xbox together. And then an alert. And he's just like, well, I'm like, I don't know. He's like, who is that? I'm like, babe, I don't know. And then I go and I'm like, I don't have, how we I don't got shit to hide. I'll show you right here. Like I don't got nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay. So I opened up the message, and yeah, it was. And my man was like, he's like,
Yo.
he was like, wait a minute, what is this all about? I said, babe, I don't know.
What do you
So
mean?
you're cheating on me.
You're looking at it just like I'm looking at it. What do you think it means? I'm looking at it just like you. What do you think it means?
So I messaged the dude. I was like, excuse me. I was like, what? Because you know how you can download the Xbox 360, Xbox One thing on your phone, the application.
Yeah.
Message.
I refuse.
I wrote back. I was like, yeah. So what? Well, I saw that you posted your gamer tag on Twitter, and I just had to breeze through and say what up. I'm like,
that's how you do it.
We breezed through and say what up on Fortnite. Like I didn't ask you to this ain't fuck night. Like,
this ain't dick night.
I was like, what? Like, what are we doing here?
Oh shit. I'm trying not to die on air. You are killing me. Good Lord.
See what you get? This is what you get for employing 24 hours.
I did not unemploy you.
It was like, show today. I'm like, what?
But why? But at least but at least she cared, and I do give her that. At least you gave a shit, and everything all right? Yeah, no, I just can't stop coughing. I'm about to die, but yeah, everything's good. I'll be back tomorrow.
Even Gino noticed. Gino walks in. He looks at. It's like I think it was like 8 o'clock. So he goes, "What? No show?" And I was like, "She canceled. She said that there's no show today."
What am I gonna do with myself?
That's exactly how it went down.
I'm glad you're the only person that asked and gave a shit about it, because nobody else was like, nah, okay, Sarah. I'm going to bed anyway. Like, you know.
A couple of people asked me, they were like, are you live? Are you? I was like, live on station had to do the interview, but that's about it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Which was dope, by the way. I thought that the integration.
I'm glad you did something. I'm glad you did something though.
Oh yeah, I was really depressed. I was sitting here like, what? I literally went to bed early because of you. My ass went to bed at 9:30.
Fuck this! I'm going to bed.
Yep. Gino was like, "Oh, so nothing tonight?" I was like, "Nope, I'm going to bed." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I did everything I had to do."
Oh.
I played Fortnite and killed a couple of people, and then I was like, "Yeah, it's time for bed."
Oh shit! She killed a couple people. Holy shit!
No, it was funny. I had a headshot from heaven, and I wish I would have saved. Like they gave me an option. They said, "You want to do the last 3 minutes of?" I was like, "You know what?" I said, "Gino, did you?" He goes, "Yeah, I saw it." I said, "That's all that matters." That's all that matters.
Oh man. Damn. Okay. Well, I'll try not to die anymore. No, excuse me. I have no idea. This must be dust or mold or something around me. I can't get around it, but I will be going to the doctor soon to get this looked at, because this is ridiculous.
What did Chris Rock say? Get some let that tussin settle in.
I need to find it. I'm sure I got a couple bottles of NyQuil somewhere.
Some honey. Drink some honey tea or.
See, I got these good old Ricolas, and these kind of do the trick. But I have to eat 2-3 of these bad boys. These are pretty good though. I usually either get the honey or what's these? These are the cherry honeys. Yeah, these joints are the bomb. I like them. Ricola. You and your damn soundboard. You know what I'm saying?
I found it right when you were talking. I said they have to have this. They have to have the Ricola sound. Oh my goodness!
Really, just really. Oh, so allow me kind of off topic, but allow me to share the good news with you. Um, so I had a chat with I don't want to call her artistic director, but she runs this art house called Madison House of the Arts, which is a local thing for aspiring artists, musicians, painters, sculptors, things of that nature. I had went to one of their events. That night I told you I wasn't doing a show. I was going to that event. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that night I did the impromptu beat jam. What the shit was dope. Like we had a very good turnout that night, and so she said she wanted to have a lunch date with me. So we met up at lunch yesterday, and we got to talking about all these cool ideas. And soon, I will be doing one podcast per month during an art exhibit when she has like what they call the marquee artists. February 21st, if y'all come down to Madison House of the Arts, 607 Main Street, lower level here in Lynchburg, uh, they will have art by Dion, and he is a 20-something-year-old autistic artist, and he is super dope. Like I've seen his artwork before. I think he had a kiosk at the mall. He was selling little postcards of some drawings. Like he just randomly drew it, and I'm telling you, the detail is flawless. His work is phenomenal. This is his first big show, so he's super hyped for it. And I'm going to be doing a interview with him. It's going to be kind of short because he's autistic, so I understand that his mind is going to be all over the place, and I just need a few minutes of his time. Him and his caregiver, just have a few minutes, interview him, and I'll be doing like a live stream from there and do some live shots of the art. And they're gonna have also some music there. Marita is doing the catering. I heard she's got some good food. The Vault Winery is going to be there. Some might get a little tipsy. You never know. And it's going to be a cute little vibe. So I'm excited to do my first on location podcast coming up February 21st. I'm so excited.
That is
Thank you.
effing dope. Hell yeah, that's the wave right there.
I've been saying I wanted to do more on location shows instead of just here in the house because there are some people out there. I'm going to be interviewing some jam bands, other artists. There's a local author here that is getting ready to do a show sometime in the next few months, I believe. I'll probably go to that event as well and interview her because I don't know that many local artists, authors that we have here, and because she's a sister, so I gotta support my black-owned businesses. So I will be doing an interview with her as well in the future.
That's what's up. That's really what's up. That's the move.
So I will be going on Facebook Live for those shows. They can't flag me, so not me.
Yeah. If they do, I'm gonna punch them in the face.
Yeah, that's why the only reason why I'm not on Facebook tonight, because they such haters and everybody else can stream music and they don't get their shit taken off. My videos get muted and blocked in Canada.
I remember that shit. I don't even know whose song was it that got that jammy.
I don't know, but at the end of the live and a day after everything had processed, they just muted like all the music.
Yo, that's stupid.
What can you do?
When you go, I was gonna say, did you go live on your page or did you go live on your?
I went live on my personal
profile.
I went live on on my personal page.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's because that's just how they want you to.
Yeah, I don't think I would have got flagged if I had went from my live from 805 fan page. I don't think. No,
I don't think so. I mean, I am.
At the same time,
I don't think I get flagged.
See, it's a couple of friends of mine. Some of them are DJs and some of them aren't, and they get to play music and don't get flagged and don't get muted. But mine does for some crazy reason. It's the second time this has happened. But I do appreciate to see that artists are taking their music serious and actually copywriting the shit. So there's that.
9 times out of 10, honestly, it's not because it's copywritten. They just have a good sound scan service because
Ah,
they probably have like Identify or not Song Trust because mofos ain't got no Song Trust money.
oh, it's like
So they're
that.
using. Oh yeah, yeah. Identify is free. It's free, and basically what I would say they're they're distributing their music. They're getting their ISRC codes and the UPC codes. They're uploading them to services that are scanning websites that are could possibly be streaming or playing their music. And then what happens is that this service they collect the money, but you can't say, "Hey, give me my money." Now you need publishing to say to that service, "Hey,
Hey,
I mean, sometimes it does a
you kind of
disservice
bleep.
because
I missed that whole sentence. What was you talking about?
about how now once these scanning services collect the money from if it only works if a channel is monetized though. That's where they start flagging people.
Wow.
If your page is if your profile is monetized, your page is monetized, and you're playing copywritten material, and the Facebook says, "Hey, no, do that." At that point, I mean, it makes no sense to flag somebody if they're not monetized.
It doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, like I said, it is what it is.
This is how pretty much this is how I explained it to one of my friends. I said, "Look, um, your publishing company is like Tony Soprano. Okay, they're the Godfather. They're Tony Soprano. They want their papes. Okay, now these streaming services that analyze the streaming services, these services like the Song Trust, all that, those are the goons. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the goons go around scouring the internet because they want to know who has to pay the Godfather because you're using the Godfather's drugs. Okay, so you're selling the Godfather's drugs. The goons are gonna go and collect. But how is it if you can't have goons collecting on a product if you ain't got no Godfather to pay?
True.
So that's the importance of streaming sites and shit like that. Like we'll say that Spotify is a territory. Um, where else? So let's say Apple Music is New York. Title is California. All right. Where Deezer is fucking the
Philly.
Midwest. So let's just say all these streaming sites are different territories that are selling the drug. So you send the goons to the different territories and say, "Hey, look, you take your cut because but give me my papes because I got to give it to the mafia boss, right?"
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't have the mafia boss. So all that money is sitting there because the goons don't know where it is supposed to go. They're like, "Okay, so now we got all these coins, we collected on all the drugs. Who do we give it to?" At that point. So
And see, a lot of them think that it goes to them.
no, that's the best analogy that I could put it. I was like, let me put it to you guys as how the mafia works because exactly that as you are pushing a drug. Your drug is music. You're putting your music into different places that are services that are different territory. People that are taking the drug and they're paying for the drug, which is the streams. And then now everyone just sits around and says, "Oh, I'm not making any money on my music, and I don't know why." What? You're the Godfather. You're the Godfather.
How are you not making? How are you not making money?
Exactly.
Who ain't kicking up
So
their money
that-
to you?
Exactly. So that's why you need and when the Godfather realizes, okay, these guys they're not picking up all of the drug money. They're not getting all the drug money.
And
So
this
now
is
I
when
gotta
you
hire
send-
another.
And then you gotta hire Luca Brasi to go collect.
Exactly. And that's why people are getting flagged, and that's why people are like, "Oh my God, all I did was 10 seconds." Now TikTok, I would say TikTok is like a competitor, right?
Yeah.
So all these hate TikTok. So now the mafia boss is like, "Look, I kind of fucks with TikTok because to get more money for my drug,
Mm-hmm.
better promotion, and just consistency, and the algorithm is fair. There's no other problems.
There's no competition.
Stuff.
Yeah, there's no competition with them.
Exactly. So that's like I said, that's the best way I could put it. But that's why we're getting flagged. Like we're getting flagged thing because we're bringing media content unless we find a service which I found recently, which I will share with you personally. It would allow us to be able to use general licensing to be able to do our podcast on these websites. So I found that.
Yay! Because I'm trying to take over the world. I can't do that if y'all gonna keep flagging the music, though. Good lord.
Or it could be a hater. That's the other thing.
Very well could be.
There
Now,
could
why
be
would
a
you go out your way?
again flag her.
Why would you go out your way? I'm barely getting views. Like, why would you go out your way to personally try to take me down? Like, what have I done to you?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Shots are fired.
Like, what have I done to you? You know what I mean? I'm trying to help the indie artists, which I am. You know what I'm saying? Earning them a few coins. Did you get that screenshot I sent you?
Where at?
Your inbox,
Hold
I
on.
believe.
Hold
See,
on.
once again, there she go. Turn off her notification. She ain't getting nothing from me.
Hold on, I got it up. No, it's just weird because it's like I go online on my computer now, and it's like I look, and once people see I'm online, they're like, "Get this bitch."
I woke up to like 20 missed messages and 20 inboxes. I'm like, why? Who? Where? What?
Oh, let me see.
I mean,
My dad sent me a picture. My dad sent me music too. Shit, where was I today?
not where your notifications are. But anyway, I think I might have sent it this morning. I might have sent it earlier today.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Oh, so you see it.
Oh hell no.
Okay, so to give context without giving names.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so since my inception over here at Station Head, which has been December 16th, and I want to thank all 777 listens and 40 followers. Thank you, y'all are the bomb diggity iggity. We have been advertising our brand. And what we have been doing is telling the artists to, send us their music, drop links or however they're going to do it, so we could put them on our playlist, so we can earn them some money. Okay, Station Head has got the licensing through Spotify for us to be able to earn these artists a few coins. Okay, so whenever I play this music, y'all earned a few more coins. You're welcome. Since then, of course, everything that I'm not even going to say that. No, but Minx, you see it. That's all I'm going to say.
Y'all are some fucking biters, bro. Y'all are some Look. This is the shit that I always say.
I can't have shit to myself. Jesus.
I'm all for people out here trying to help artists. I'm all for it. If your heart is in it,
Yeah.
if you are seeing that helping, my personal experience helping an artist like King Solo today, and her saying, "Thank you, Minx, you made my day. Thank you for everything." That made me like tear up a little bit because I don't have to do this shit, and I do it because I want to and I love it.
And she
You know what I'm saying?
appreciated that you did it. That's the
She really did.
That's the
She
thing.
really did. And that made me feel good as a person. But
Be
you
grateful.
mofos that are starting these Spotify, I'ma help y'all. If you get on, we get on, motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're doing this for money and only money and not with the passion and the heart, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail quickly.
Now, the only difference between the post that I sent you and from what we're doing is I don't get paid off of Station Head. I don't get paid off none of these sites yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Station Head.
But it's coming.
Station Head can you as a brand ambassador, especially, I'm gonna talk to them too. Be like, yo, look, we brought mad people over here.
We sure the hell did. Yo, how has this just happened? This just in. I know this is not a sports podcast, but I just happened to see it. So, Jason Garrett has become the new offensive coordinator for the New York Giants. Y'all are going to lose badly.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
Anybody a Giants fan?
I know.
I'm so sorry.
Y'all are mad.
Super mad. Not only did you get a dud of Daniel Jones, but now you have to deal with Jason Garrett as your OC.
That's trash, man.
Throw
And
the
this is
whole
why-
franchise away. Start over.
This is why I literally stopped watching sports because I'm noticing that like the Illuminati politics are in that shit too, and I'm like, you know what? Nah. I can't. Like, there's no. What did I see today? Somebody had posted on Facebook today about how I forgot it was probably it has to be a football player. It couldn't be baseball. We're off season for that, right? I forgot who it was, but somebody had like something on their arm underneath their jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, "See, I told you these mofos is cheating." I'm like, "What?" Like,
Ali, no, I'm not Muslim. Actually, I just have my hair tied back. I have locks, and it's a rough hair day. I haven't washed it yet, so I'm not Muslim. I just got my hair tied back.
but alaikum salam, all of that,
Yeah.
all of that. Alaikum salam.
Yeah. I don't know how to say
Oh,
it.
salam alaikum. Oh, actually, it's salam alaikum, and then they say it back. And then they say alaikum
See, I
salam.
wasn't gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not Muslim. I just got my locks tied back because it's terrible. I've got gray hair all over the place. But
Shout out to the community. Shout out to y'all.
shout out to everybody in the live. We're gonna take a quick break. Let's see what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna play this next track. Premiere. This is a station head. D Live, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube exclusive. My homegirl Nefertiti, she dropped her album. It's called Queen Mother. Y'all, please go on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever it's there. Please stream it, download it. This girl is pretty damn dope. I had the honor of recording her, and she's dope. She doesn't take long at all to write. And
Yo, by the way, send me that. Actually, it's gonna pop up. I forgot. I'm gonna play it tonight on my show tonight.
Okay, word. So this is
Didn't she have a video though? I thought she had a video too.
She did. For the other track. Matter of fact, you know what? No, I'm gonna play this one then. Since you asked about it, I think this is the one that she's got a video for. This is Militia Soldier by my homegirl Nefertiti. Y'all stay locked right here on the multi-stream and here on Station Head. We'll be straight back.
It's G Taylor.
What's it?
It's G Taylor.
What's it? Listen to my version of the same lie. Cultivate the masses, leave the weak behind. I got a couple hitters, kill for dollar signs. But I ain't pulling triggers, painting souls of mine. They took our power, but the knowledge they encountered probably ain't even ours. These niggas so fucking dumb, they gave our rights to the cowards. I ain't giving them shit, ain't no probably in this. Plenty room at the table, but only 3 can sit. Ain't no popping the weasel, cause everything will fit. The earth birthed the gift and showed us how to live. We woke up, they turned to violence, now a new militia rise up. My crown been heavy for a long time. Then I left my burdens by the wayside. Better get some coverage at the right time. Better have some courage at the right time. My crown been heavy for a long time. Then I left my burdens by the wayside. Better get some courage at the right time. Better have some courage at the right time.
Yeah, I'm a king, I'm a soldier, prophet, teacher, and molder. Come at Jesus, I'll hold you, only African told you. White people, they soldier, call me a lying nigga. I'm lying down on niggas, I'm on a ship on a boat. I'm sleeping wet and I'm soaked. Peter, leave me alone, I'm in the hood selling zones. I throw unks, not stone. Nefertiti bomb your home. I got power out on Rome, take your false doctrine home. You feel me? Triune liberties, liberty with no ability. Man, you seem silly. I'm African, you hillbilly. Only God with me. And she birthed Britney. Don't be a dick. I eat the mic. I'm sick. I wear a crown. I'm God, so worship
now. My crown been heavy for a long time.
Feel me?
Then I left my burdens by the wayside. Better get some coverage at the right time. Better have some courage at the right time. My crown been heavy for a long time. Then I left my burdens by the wayside. Better get some courage at the right time. Better have some courage at the right time.
Yeah, that's my homegirl Nefertiti with Malicious Soldier. Yeah, that's the joint right there. Yeah, that was my homegirl Nefertiti, Malicious Soldier. Once again, shout out to G Taylor, Prayer Money Records. You know what I'm saying? That right there. Yeah, I mean, she got the video to that track right there. I think that's the one. It's on YouTube. But yeah, she got that one. And I got another track I'm gonna play at the end of the show. It's called Queen and Me by Nefertiti. Y'all stay tuned to the end of the show for that one. That joint dope.
That's actually first of all, that production was sick. That was beyond sick.
That's Taylor. That's my bro right there. That man right there. I had the pleasure of being in a studio with him, and we cranked out two of the craziest, some of my best work. I gotta say, I don't think we've ever put it out. I think it was just we were vibing, and we was just bullshitting, I guess. But
nah. I gotta get in the studio with you. I definitely gotta get in the studio with you.
Actually, I got one of them, the one we did together. I have it on my playlist. But yeah, anything is when you with him, you gonna vibe, and that's gonna be like some creative juices being dripped all over the floor because we were creating.
See, I love that. I miss that. Those production sessions.
Yeah, because there's no rhyme or reason. There's no okay. We're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. No, just if you add the claps, somebody add the hats. Somebody do a synth. Somebody do the bass. Everybody collabs, and it just works better that way.
There's an app that does that, right? There's a website that does that. Yeah.
Can we go back to being in the studio and collaborating together? Can we just sit in a room together instead of me sending you stems and you sending me a loop and we sending this and sending that and send.
No, it's done live. It's done live. It's called what's it called? It used to be Chew.tv, but now it's called BandLab. So BandLab is what they created for collaborations. So there'll be situations the producer would be in the and then you got the artist at home, and then they're doing a live stream and getting paid on the live stream for making a song. I was like, yo, come on, what else are they gonna think of?
For real, like, is there anything else?
It's dope. Don't get me wrong.
I like the idea. Yeah, I like the idea, but I like the personal touch of 4 or 5 of us crammed in a tiny ass room and just being in the moment. You know what I mean? That's just me. Because, I'm old and all.
But you know what? It sucks because, again, like I said, I'm in the Bronx, right? One of the dudes I was supposed to work with, originally, I was supposed to put my podcast in his studio. Right, mind you, he knows my dad. Everybody knows my dad.
Mm-hmm. I don't know my dad.
When you come up here, we
look. Did you tell him about me? Did you tell him about me?
Of course. I talked to him about you all the time, yo. I'd be like, yo. I said, how I always.
I'm the sister y'all didn't know that y'all had. It just so happens that I'm just a few years older, and that's all.
But I said to him straight up, between you, Murder Megs, because he was super excited about that episode we all did together. Like, he watched it like 3 times. He was just like, oh my God, just seeing, you got yourself, and then you got the, one that does the boom bap, and the other one that does like her own lane. And then there's you, Minx. I was like, oh shit, excuse me.
Ouch.
The fuck?
And then there's you.
He was like, yeah, you need to do that often, like a production panel. I said, Dad,
my mom said
I plan on.
My mom said the exact same
thing. I plan on it. I want to get Monique Winning on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Because it doesn't have to just be three female producers. It could be up to like 150.
If,
Like,
if, but I really think we should try to do that again in the near future. Bring Max back on, like you said, get Monique Winning on there, and whoever else want to be part of it, because I think we could all put in our 2 cents about the production community and the pros and cons, the biases, and all that. But
yeah, like I would like to get like 5 female rappers and like one episode with 5 female rappers and one episode with like 5 female producers, and get that together because there's a lot of stuff that's yeah. I mean, I definitely got you on there, so I need 4 female producers. Well, Murder Megs would definitely come back, so I need 3 female producers.
And then there's yourself, so you're gonna need like 2 more.
Two more.
You keep counting it down.
Okay, so now we're gonna add 2 people to the conversation. So definitely Monique Winning is definitely one, and I'm actually working on trying to get I'm really like behind the scenes. I've been talking to one DJ. She's actually a pioneer in hip hop, and you know, I just don't want to do a show with her and it's Skype. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just in another town for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've been talking to her
for personally, or
well, I'll say who it is. I mean, she doesn't care. Jazzy Joyce. I've been talking with her.
Okay.
And I told her, first of all, she's so sweet. And the fact that people like try to make her out to be like a dickhead, I mean, she is pretty much like the product of what the environment is that we're always complaining about, which is the sexism and disrespect. So when somebody comes at her funny, people are only seeing the blunt end of her response. They're not seeing what was brewing in that conversation for her to like clap back. You know what I'm saying?
And then it's the that snazzy, snippy New York attitude. Y'all know y'all got one.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I'm in the Bronx. She's 15 minutes away from me, Mount Vernon. She has her own live show that she does, but I tell her all the time. I said, look, my dream right now. This is my dream. I said I want to be able to get my own physical location, like office space or some shit. And I said, and I would love for us to co-collab where you could be the DJ and you could have your own show, your own set in that location. I'll do the podcast / radio station, and then we'll have a studio in the back. And she's like, Minx, she says, I believe in you. I really do. And she's like, you're doing so much. It doesn't seem like anybody is paying attention. She says, I'd be joking around with her because she's on Call of Duty now. She pulled me on to Call of Duty. So,
so she's gaming too.
She's a gamer. Like Jazzy Joyce is super dope. Like people they totally be shitting on her, and I don't get it. But I told her, she told me straight up, yo, I pay attention, I watch, I see you doing the podcast, I see you doing what you're doing for the underground. And she says it would be an honor to sit down and talk with you. And I said, nah, it'd be an honor to talk to you because you the reason, you and Coco Chanel, both of y'all.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah. I mean, Jazzy Joyce is dope. So hopefully I'm hoping in this year, that I could possibly, get that, even if I have to rent a podcast space, just put up my Minx Radio backdrop. I told her I want to be in the studio with you. I don't want to do this Skype shit. Like, no.
No, we gotta get that personal touch to it.
You damn right. You damn right. And she's down. So I just told her, I said, when I get it together, that's why again, like I said, you can't fucking rely on people.
You can.
And my homie, I'm cool with him still, but I'm like, something must have happened. I don't know what went down, but all of a sudden, I'm managing his group. His group has like 10,000 fucking people, unsigned artists, right?
Wow.
Do
they need that many?
Facebook. Well, he has two studios, one in Yonkers, New York, and one in the Bronx. It's Beat House Studios. And I've been texting him, reaching out to him like, yo, what's goody? Like all the stuff that I said that I was going to do, I'm like, all I needed was that extra oomph, because I said my whole idea and vision for the podcast was supposed to be like, when you're watching ABC News and then you see all the people in the background working and, they're just reporting the news. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a podcast going inside the booth, and then the artists that are getting their songs mixed and shit, you see them working in the background while we're in our own quiet spot talking about your project and shit.
That would be
that
would be dope to see. That'd be some crazy ass visuals. Oh my gosh.
That's what I wanted. And then, of course, since we would be in the booth to end every episode, the artist would have to like either sing or rap and you do the like rap city shit. But, it just sucks. So now I'm like, and don't worry, guys. I know, oh my God, Migs, why are you telling everybody the sauce? Oh my God, what are you doing? People are going to take your idea. I don't give a fuck if you take my idea because you're not going to be able to pull it off. You're not going to be able to pull it off. I've already, manifested it, and it's going to happen this year. So whether people are probably doing it, but what studio do
but
you?
not to the standard, not to the magnitude of which you're going to do it. So I mean, there's always going to be replicas and copycats.
There's going to be copycats, but at the end of the day, what other like I am a producer, right? I am a engineer, right? What other best way to actually do a podcast but in your element, which would be in the studio? That's just like if I was to move to Atlanta, my dad already told me. He says, Minx, you come down here, I'll hang out upstairs. You could run the radio and do whatever you want. Have people from Love and Hip Hop come all up and through here. You do that, but relying on people,
Okay.
I can't do it.
You know what? When I first started, well, I was about a year and a half into the podcast, and me and one of my former partners, we were supposed to be locking down a location to do at least we was going to do a podcast at least once a month at this studio, which is maybe 10 minutes away from me. And so we did the tour. The space was kind of small, but we was going to work it out. We was going to have the guest and the host sit in front of the boards, in front of the window where the booth is, so everybody get that feeling like, okay, we're it's in a studio setting. Well, everything was just about together. Nothing was on paper, of course. So we was like, all right, cool. Our first podcast is going to be the last Sunday in January 2018, I think. I said, word. We get ready to do the podcast. We ain't heard from the guy who runs the studio. Come to find out, he up and moved and ain't told nobody he was moving, so he wasn't there to unlock the joint. I'm like, man, I said, well, dead that, 86 that. So I said, yep, looks like we're going back to the house because I can't depend on people like that. That right there showed me never to depend on that, because he looked like he didn't want to do it in the first place, because he always wanted, quote unquote, his homeboys to, that was a spot for him and his homeboys to chill and smoke and record. And he really didn't open it to outsiders. But because he knew the girl that was trying to organize it, he figured, okay, yeah, that'd be good press, for the studio, and, get some business for him at the least, because it was a nice studio. But he didn't hold up his end, and it was like, there's that.
See, where people are failing at, I don't know if you've heard of, there's a station out here called DTF Radio, right? See, DTF Radio was smart. They bought a location and they set it up really dope. I've been interviewed on there by Little Nat. Shout out to Little Nat. She just got married. I saw the pictures.
Congratulations. Don't know who you are, but
yeah, shout out to Little Nat. And, she, when I was there, I felt really welcomed. It was nice. It was in like a secluded location. I was like, damn, is there a studio here? Like, there's a radio station here? But anywho, they're smart, because this is why I keep saying podcasters, if they were to come together and working with radio stations, pull your money together, get yourself a location, get yourself a fucking year lease, and just charge people to do their shows. This way they don't have to buy equipment. This way they don't have to hire a mixer. And then you Gucci. Now you got your own business as an LLC, and then y'all are going to be making some guap, and then you can apply that money to your own businesses. Like, people just don't be thinking. Like, this is why I created Minx Radio, because I was like, DTF, no lie, I did reach out to them when I first started podcasting, and I really could not afford it at the time. Mm-hmm. So this is when it's just a Minx show. I don't know if you remember, Minx Radio came out of nowhere. And
here we are.
I came up with Minx Radio because I said, you know what? Minx stands for Music Involved, No Exceptions Radio. And I just said, you know what? small podcast, if I could help a small radio station as a radio show, and I can help promote them, and I can get the spot and get the location that they could do their own shit in my spot. But again, too many people are copying,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't care if you're copying. I'm happy, but just make sure you're doing this because you are here to do it. Are you going to be there for the days that your equipment gets fucked up? Are you going to be there the days when you like, damn, do I buy food or do I pay for this monthly email? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have those days. It's not going to be one, two, three, whatever. Because again, like I said, it's tax season. We just did our taxes this year, and some people will be like, "Oh my God, I can buy like 5 flat screens." See, I'm not looking at it like that. I looked at the balance. I said, okay, babe, this is what my plan is to do to invest more into Minx Radio. And, he kind of gave me the crazy, like I smeared shit across his face. Um, but I was like, look, everything is an investment. Everything is a write-off.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you have money and you can invest it, you might as well invest it into your brand or start thinking smart and do it that way. But it's possible. And I said, if I have to remotely do the shit, then I'm just going to remotely do it. And, like I said, I was going to show you how to do your own radio station, and have the shit streaming across the world, covered under ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC. So you Gucci, you already took the first step. You got a new computer. So now I got to show you the ropes. And then you're going to be, everybody in Lynchburg or wherever the world is, they're going to be like, yo, I got to fucks with her because she got her shit. She got this shit.
Yeah. Either that or they're going to try to figure a way, a cost cut way, or try to copy what I'm doing. One of the two.
Oh, no. They can do it, but I'm going to tell you this right now. They're going to run themselves into the ground because I can show you how to do everything. Everything I do, everything that you see, I didn't have to pay anything for it. So I'm going to make more money showing people how to get the free shit than it would be if you're like, I'm going to cut corners. I'm just going to pay this service and pay that service and pay this company and pay that company. I didn't pay for none of this shit. Are you kidding me? None of this shit is... I ain't got no money like that. People really think I'm loaded, like I'm making, like I'm chilling off of my dad's fucking royalty checks.
You got that money hiding up under your mattress. Quit playing.
You mean this skinny ass mattress? Please.
You probably got a couple thou up under there somewhere.
I wish.
I wish.
I have a company that can generate a couple of thou if I really like put my mind to it, and hopefully this investment that I'm making is going to definitely put me where I need to be. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But y'all need to stop biting people. Like seriously, get people, come up with your own fucking ideas. Real talk. Like y'all really don't know how to be original.
Unfortunately.
Well, it's kind of fortunate because if your loyal fans are going to be the ones hitting you up in your DMs like they do me, and they're like, "Hey, Minx, should I say something?" I'm like, "No."
I mean, I don't even have that. I don't even have people like coming up to me and say, "Hey, do you see this? Hey, do you see that?" or nothing like that. Like, I don't get to the point where I don't even care anymore because, like you said, there's going to be a copycat somewhere, and there's going to be somebody popping up doing something similar anyway, so I might as well just get used to the fact that it's going to be, I'm not the only person doing it. And
you're not the only person doing it, but it's the execution, and you're executing it a whole different way because consistency and all that stuff is kind of like some of the tools that they don't have. So
I mean, I had people asking me, how did I do the videos, how did I put the graphics, how did I do all that. And it's like, no, I'm not going to divulge that information, because then that means that's going to be the end of my podcast. Because no.
Oh, that's so simple. Somebody asked me yesterday, Minx, how did you get music videos to play on Instagram TV? I mean, not Instagram TV, on Instagram Live. How did you do that? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, word. I said, let me send you the link real quick. And I sent them YouTube. I sent them Google.com. They were like, this is Google. I'm like, that's exactly how I found out how to do it. Oh, well, I'll find that out within 2 days or whatever. I'm like, try 6 months. It's taken me 6 months to find out how to stream on Instagram from my computer.
Because didn't someone ask you about something and you gave them a link and it was like, well, couldn't you just tell me? Like they wanted okay, that was it. Like they just wanted a cheat code.
Yeah, they wanted to know, and I'm like, yeah. I said, look, I sent them a link to my PayPal, and I said, hey, I charge consultation. It's $50, and I can tell you anything you want to know, but within 30 minutes.
And they never tweeted you again.
No, they just subbed me. Did you see the sub earlier?
I saw that.
Did you see the sub earlier? Yeah, I'm like, I ain't got time for y'all mofos. Y'all mad. Y'all mad.
Always got to throw the shots afterwards because you win it.
Yeah, go to World Star. Go to World Star and see if you can get a freebie. They'll laugh at your face. They'll be like, what? You kidding? Not even the janitor works here for free.
Oh, shit. Oh, goodness. All right, so we are at this part in our show where it's time for Wish Fails Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Hold on, let me get on. I got to get on the Periscope. I don't want to miss this shit.
I think y'all going to dig. I think y'all going to dig some of the trinkets that I found this morning. Station Head, once again, I'm sorry you can't see this, but I suggest that you get onto one of these visual sites and people. We about to... Here we go. Minx, you ready?
Lay it on me.
All right, here we go. First slide for Wish Fails Friday. Here we have... All right, so let me try to explain it to the people over here on Station Head. This is Wish Fails Friday. The first slide is some cosplay freak-ass dog mask deal.
Cosplay.
Some type of cosplay muzzle looking, say the safe word is dog biscuit or something. I don't know. But for $4, you could look like one of these Power Ranger ass dogs. They come in purple, white, red, black. Hey,
Power Ranger ass dogs.
Check them out though. Like you got the purple mask, the white mask.
That is.
Oh goodness.
That's cute. I like the white.
Hold on, you bleeping out. You hold on, you cutting out. And I hope you didn't say that was cute.
I like the red and black one.
All right. Moving right along. Yeah.
You're talking to me.
Yeah,
Minx likes weird shit.
This is the one that last week she liked the little dog paw socks.
I like doggy.
All right, so this whole deal here for 19 pounds is a okay, Station Head, once again I'm gonna try to explain what the hell this is. This looks like a Minx, what is this?
Super crazy.
I'm not understanding the diagram they got up top, but I'm going to assume that it's one of these little sex toys. Yeah, it looks like a sex toy. It's like one of those.
What that? Oh, all right.
It's for the guy.
Oh, it's for the guy.
Yeah, it's for the guy. I guess he puts his.
Oh my god.
His finger thing up in there, and yeah, I have no idea.
It does a finisher.
Yeah, of sorts. Yeah, it's got a diagram down below. You know how to use it, where to put it. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for words. Next one. Okay, so for any reason inconceivable that you feel that you need food storage in your bathroom, this would be the most asinine thing that you could buy for $5. It's got 5-star rating because you can see. I would do something different with those shelves. I wouldn't store my nuts and seeds and shit in there. I would be storing toilet paper if it fits, air fresheners, soaps.
Oh my god!
Bathroom
Why
stuff.
would that's like somebody putting freaking like a DIY today? A fucking like putting a scarf on the toilet seat.
You know what? I'm not understanding what the pictures are here. Like it looks like bird seeds and nuts, but that looks like a toilet on the other side of that picture. I could be wrong.
This is a toilet.
I could be wrong, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
That is the toilet.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't tripping. But why would you put that? You know what? For $5, go and get you one.
I mean, I could understand toilet paper roll, some lotions, or some people like to wipe with wipe.
Yeah, so wet wipes or something like that. I would probably keep that in there. You know, something like that. All right, so this next one, ladies and gentlemen, Valentine's Day is coming up soon. So for $14, guys, you can get this good old wrestling onesie looking latex deal. You see him standing there like he about to put in some work.
He's like, babe,
you about to get the business.
The taxes came in.
Yeah, look, check them out though. But look at the legs. Like one leg bigger than the other.
Those are tax season 20s.
Tax season 20s. Yeah, so if you want to become a Chippendale in your life, make sure you do not skip leg day. Make sure that 6-pack is in order.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's too much latex, though. That's just too much.
They never show what the back look like. Anyway, ladies.
That shit better have some cheeks exposed.
Ladies, we've got something for you, too. So if for some reason you feel the need to false advertise, this little get up right here for £21, and that is in UK currency. For £21, you can get this fake camel toe panty set here.
What?
It's got a little.
Oh my God.
It's got a little lace embroidery up the top. You know what I mean? So if you got one of those tight fitting shorts or dresses or whatever, shit, I don't know.
That's OD.
It's too much. What would I want to do with that?
Like, do men really care about a fucking camel toe? Like, do they really, like, is that really like a thing?
I don't know. Depending on who you ask. I don't know anybody who's really checking for a camel toe.
Yeah, like I've never seen a guy say, "Oh my God, you see her? Look at her ass and her camel toe."
But just because, guys, just because.
Never seen that shit.
Like, yo, check out the camel toe on that one. Like, no, nobody ever said that. I mean, because when he gets reaching down in there, he's going to want to take off the underwear, and then he's really going to be surprised and or disappointed.
Well, what if that camel toe is not a camel's toe? What if it's like some testis?
A camel nose? Oh, well, you've got problems. Oh, shit. Oh, boy.
What the hell is that?
That's a camel nose, brother. You are in trouble, and I suggest you run.
And then when they get down there, they're gonna be like,
exactly. Exactly.
Like, that's what you get for one of the camel toe.
See, you got that camel nose instead, brother. Now, last on my wish fails list, ladies, I know how you are about your makeup. You got your mascaras, you got your foundations, you got your setting powder. You about to beat that face. But before you do, you've got to apply some lipstick. Ladies and gentlemen, for $1, you can get a 7-pack of lipstick that is in the shape of a penis. And it comes in 7 different shades. You got your nude. You got your, let's see if I could try to read some of these names here. Hold on. Oh, it all says the same shit. No, never mind. Huh. Oh, boo. But anyway, it's like a matte finish, so it's not supposed to smudge or anything like that. Just don't pull that out in public or at church.
That is totally unnecessary. Like, first of all, if you keep using it, it's eventually just going to turn into a regular lipstick.
Yeah. But I guess it's like a gag gift, you know what I mean? If you buy something for your girlfriends and, hey girl, here's your gift and blah blah blah. Oh, it's penis lipstick.
I swear on everything I love, I have never given my girlfriends any gag gifts. Like, oh my God, here's something that's so inappropriate that we're both going to laugh.
You know, Spencer's has become that place.
Yo, Spencer's was the only place. I used to go to Spencer's, and I used to say to my mom, because I always had to replace my hacky sacks, and I knew I could get it at Hot Topic, but I just wanted to go to Spencer's because I just like to be naughty sometimes. So I go in there and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at these hacky sacks and look at these hacky sacks.
I'm telling you, like, that is just wow. But yeah, so those are the wish fails for this Friday. Lord knows what I'm going to find next week. Oh,
well,
boy.
I have a segment that I want to purport.
Purport away.
I think that on I was going to say maybe Tuesdays. I was either Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I found a new fad that I'm obsessed with.
Uh-oh.
And I found it on Reddit, and it's called DIY. Did y'all really a life hack for that shit?
Really?
So
right.
the DIY, I saw a couple of DIYs, and it's the Reddit the subreddit is called r/DIWHY. Like, why?
Okay.
Like,
all right. I see where we're going with this.
I was like, was that totally necessary? Like, there was a DIY that I saw today of a chick. And Gina, she loves watching DIYs, and I'm just like she's obsessed with it. So she's like, "Mommy, look at what they're doing. They're making makeup." So I said, "Okay." So this chick thought it was a good idea.
Uh-oh.
She took lipstick. It was kind of like down to the end. She cuts it, puts it into the thing. She melts it, all this stuff, and then she takes an old locket, and then she breaks the locket, and takes the liquid, freezes it, and then now it's supposed to be like some sort of lip gloss or whatever. And I was just like, DIY, the fuck would you do that?
Right. Like, why the hell? What?
You broke a perfectly good fucking locket when you could have just went to the store and just bought some fucking chapstick, but you wanted to be cute. So you breaking your lipstick too, and then you're using Vaseline, and then you're freezing the shit. I'm like, you took all these extra steps.
Your face gonna fall off trying this extra shit because you just can't be satisfied with lipstick. Just go get some lip gloss.
Yeah. And another DIY I saw was a chick that took a paper clip. I'm like, oh, so she's going to make some earrings. No, the paper clip was the earring. So I was like, oh, okay. So now you're going to get like, green ear.
We did that shit. We did that shit back in middle school. You know what I mean? Try to put the paper clip through our ears.
Oh, this chick did it. And I literally just was like horrified. I was like, what the fuck was she thinking? But I'm going to find a couple of DIYs. And I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to pick, and then we'll showcase some of these DIYs. And yeah, because I was just any other show that I was going to do that for, I was definitely going to do it on this show because we are random.
So all right. So we're going to do Wish Fails Friday, and we're going to do DIY Wednesday. How about that?
I don't know. DIY Tuesday just sounds like, let me see. DIY Tuesday, I'll say, Wednesday sounds perfect.
You sure?
Yes. DIY Wednesdays, yes.
And Wish Fails Friday. I'm telling you, we coming up with some premier content, ladies and gentlemen.
I guarantee next week, either you're going to hit me up or I'm going to hit you up, and I'm going to say, some mofos decided that they woke up one day and wanted to do what we are doing.
Next time I see that shit, I'm calling it out.
I'm gonna call it out every time now, and I'm gonna actually add people.
It's becoming too much. Like, dog, I got the hint. Okay, I got the shot. I got it. But now you're just blatantly like you're fucking with me. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, we have a platform to call this shit out. So whether people, I just said, why waste my time arguing in the comments? I'm just gonna talk shit. And this is how you know people are listening or not, because even just now, I was very surprised. Just now, one of my Patreon members just tagged me on Twitter and said, thank you, Minx, for, giving me a drop. You mentioned me on the podcast, the interview I did yesterday.
Uh-huh.
He was like, thank you so much, Minx, for plugging it in and giving me props. And I was like, oh my. First of all, that was about like 40 minutes into the podcast when I mentioned him.
Uh-huh.
And just the fact that he really watched it. Now I'm gonna start just dropping shit, and I may pull out a whole episode just talking shit about people I can't fucking stand, and we'll see. Oh, Minx, I listen to your podcast every week. Oh, you did?
Seriously?
You really did? Okay, if you say so.
See, what they fail to understand is, what they fail to realize is, we pay attention to who tunes in. We pay attention to the analytics. We pay attention to everything. So you can sit there and lie all day, but numbers never lie.
Yeah, I'm like, look, if you ain't playing hit and play on my podcast, don't fucking ask me to play your shit. Don't fucking ask me to stream your shit on the when I come on to Station Head, because Station Head, I'm about to have Monday morning shows on Station Head.
Morning shows, Minx in the morning.
I said but I probably will. I want to hit people on their way to work. That might be like a 7 o'clock, maybe 7 to 9 type shit. So I just, at this point in my life, I'm like, see who's actually fucking with me. I know a lot of people say they fucking with me, but I'm like, if mofos is really tuning in, we gonna find out very soon.
Yeah, we gonna find out. Yeah,
so I'm like, don't ask me to play your shit in the podcast if you ain't tuned in. Don't ask me to play your videos if you ain't tuned in. Don't ask me for a name drop. Don't ask me to plug in your business. Don't ask me to plug in your brand. I'm not fucking doing it. It has no hard feelings. But again, Monday show, I one of the things I really want to cover on Monday show is this fucking friend freebie shit.
Uh-oh.
That's got to stop.
Well, we giving up the freebies?
Well, friends, this is only Black businesses, I'm noticing. Because we cool, and I know you. We went to high school together, or we went to college together. I didn't go to college, but I went to real estate school because I didn't think I was college material.
Oh,
we're in class together. We're cool on LinkedIn and shit. And you gonna hit me up? Don't tune into nothing. Don't share nothing. Don't even talk to me on a personal level as a human being. You're just talking to me because you want something. You're trying to kiss my ass and act like you're my friend, just so that you can get some plugins for your friends or your children. That's not happening. I don't care. Oh, this is my old friend Minx from what? Okay, well, listen, old friend from wherever. Where the fuck were you when I only had a fucking chisel to build this shit? So I'm happy that y'all got kids and y'all got kids that want to walk in your footsteps because y'all don't want to do music no more. But I'm not the one. I'm not the one. You didn't even play my music. You didn't even fuck with my music when we were both artists as youngins and late teens. So now that you got teens and they're getting ready to walk into their footsteps, and now you want to fuck with me? Nah, that ain't happening. No.
Nope. You wasn't shooting with me in a gym.
Shit, you wasn't shooting with me when I couldn't afford a website. So like fuck all of that. And it's
from the
weird
bottom,
when we get older. All these artists that have kids now, you got to look out for them ass kissers too. My daughter's a model. That's nice.
That's great. I'm sure Instagram would appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, she's with the Gap. Okay. Can vote for my baby. Okay. Did you vote for me to be nominated for Best Podcast in the Underground Music Awards? How about that?
Well, I didn't know that existed. Well, I don't know you exist either. Thank you.
Same energy all year.
Same energy.
2020. It's not to be a dick. It's just to be fair. If you fuck with me, I fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. It's just it's so simple. That's how the pendulum is swinging these days. like a big cock. You're not gonna do. You're not gonna treat me and make me feel like you're using me, because it's like people think I can't sense when they're just being nice because they want something. People think I can't peep it, like almost like you're friends with the most cringy girl in school because she has a fucking yacht in her backyard. Like, that's not cool.
Or they don't want to be her friend because they think she got money.
Oh, yeah. Or like, kids that used to fuck with me because my dad had a studio and they were all aspiring rappers and singers. I'm like, oh, you guys are
no,
really
no,
my
no,
friend?
no. They weren't, but they was when they found out who your dad was. All of a sudden, oh yeah, I rap, all day, I sing.
I blame my cousins because I used to tell them all the time, don't say we're related. And they're like, what, you're ashamed of me? No, it has nothing to do with being ashamed of you. It's just because I know how people are. So I don't care. The same thing with my kids, my daughter. I'm like, look, I'm not like with them. I will go to bat for them, but I'm not gonna fucking use people and make people feel like, hey, I'm your friend today, and then you do me a favor and then you don't hear from me again. I mean, I don't operate that way.
Well, I mean, friends only. These so-called friends will be your friend only when it benefits them. It's like on one hand, it's like people secretly wait for you to fall. Like they don't want to see you do better than them. And to that whole sentiment of they want to see you do well but not better than them, I do believe that. I really believe that because you're really putting in the hours. You're putting in the money. You're putting in the work. And it's like, okay, that's fine. That's great. That's dandy and all. But do you really care? Like, are you really supporting it? Or are you just saying what you're saying? Well, what if it doesn't pop? Well, what if it doesn't do this? Well, what if? And you're already putting those doubts. You already putting doubts.
These are the I see you doing big things, Mom.
Yeah, those the ones you. Yeah, those.
You see me doing. You see me doing big things, but you don't share the big things that I'm doing. That's just not how that works.
Or you don't help towards the contributing. You don't help contribute towards the big things.
Yeah, they don't.
You could be part of the big things. Just act like you give a shit.
That's friends, and you know what? It's not even just. And I think a lot of us like I wouldn't say like it's not strangers. Let's just be honest about this. It's not strangers. This is people that we know. This is people that we fuck with. And it's like the way that you break those barriers, people out. And that's when I'm going to like really called out 3 of my so-called friends today. 3 of them with this. I see you doing big things, and I'm like, well, I don't ever see you sharing my shit. So what are you talking about? Oh my God, Minx, like. What are you upset about? What the fuck you think I'm upset about? You want me to like all your kids' pictures. You want me to congratulate you on your promotions at your job.
Constantly tagging me to your shit.
Yeah. And then when it comes to what you consider, not a real job, a hobby, you don't support my hobby. But I'm like, bitch, if I'm getting a fucking tax government document, it's no longer a hobby. At that point,
what do you know about them W-9s, ho?
Yeah. If Uncle Sam doesn't consider this a hobby and he wants his fucking cut, then what is it? A job, right?
It's a shake
but
down
you
from
can't
Uncle
say
Sam.
nothing.
No, I'm kidding. That's the Godfather. That's the Godfather. That's the one you got to kick up to.
That's the boss's boss.
Yeah, that's the boss of all bosses. That's the head of the 5 families.
I support everybody. What I do, like I said, even if you can't keep up with what someone is doing, you got to take a day. I call it a support day. You know how you got a mental. I call it a support line for one day, or maybe half the day, or 1 hour. Dedicate 1 hour a day, and just hit like on people's music. Listen to their new releases. Just 1 hour a day. Y'all are running to Beyonce's page. Y'all are running to fucking Eminem's page. These celebrities' pages and bigging them up, but not the dude down the street that's working 2 jobs to pay for studio time, not the fucking bitch that's stripping and trying to become a fucking publicist or some shit. Like, y'all will support every celebrity to the death, and they don't you. They don't fuck with you. They don't have a Patreon where they're calling you on Skype and saying, what up? Like, they don't have nothing to let you know that they appreciate you, but y'all fuck with them so hard. Like, I got to the point in my life where, like, it used to make me cry, but not getting any support from your friends and your family is more hurtful than a fucking stranger ass, like, random internet person.
Very much
because
so.
people really say, "Oh, I got haters." No. You don't have haters. Say it for what it's worth. Your family and friends don't fuck with you. Just say it for what it's worth.
Exactly. Like like a guy that I'm friends with on Facebook. He has a podcast as well. I think. Well, I'm gonna tell you who it is off air, because you know. But anyway, he said for the first time in 7 years since they had a podcast, his family had, you know, checked him out. He said, and I didn't have to ask, I didn't have to do anything. But the fact that 7 years it took them to finally tune in to see what it was that you were doing.
Yeah.
And then say, oh, well, that's good. That's some good shit. Why did it take you 7 years? When he's been like promoting it every day, whether he goes live or not, he's promoting it. He said, hey, check out this show, check out this, we go live here, and you see it up and down your timeline all day. But it took you 7 years to finally watch 5 minutes of a show to finally say, oh, well, that's wonderful, that's great. Damn.
That's happened to me before. That's happened to me before several times. People that said that, oh, you know, Minx, I heard your EP, or I heard your B tape, or, you know, I heard sheets. You know, people have yesed me to death. I support it. I love it. I shared it. And then when they finally listen to it, and they come to me with that feedback, like, yo, I really did. I'm like, you never listened to anything.
Didn't listen to it. When you finally come back with, I didn't know you could, because you never listened to it in the first place. But that is more hurtful to not seeing your so-called closest friends or your so-called closest supporters, the people that you know, like you said, people that you know, that you've been in some type of business rapport with, or someone that you are close with, someone that you talk to on a regular basis. It's not even like you said, it's not even the strangers, because strangers, you can pretty much write them off, okay? But
yeah, like, you're nobody.
Yeah, you're nobody to me.
And
you're nobody to me, like I'm nobody to you. Let's just keep that energy. But these people that you do know, and they do know you, they do know what you do. They know that you make beats. They know that you spit. They know that you podcast. They know that you write. They know. But where?
Some people don't even know I do music. Dead ass. People that I've been fucking with since high school. Oh, Minx, I didn't know you were a rapper. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You didn't know I rapped?
And you've only been putting out projects how many years? And been promoting it, and you're still promoting it. Even even your older stuff, you're still out there promoting it, but they still refuse to see it. Because they don't want to see it, because they don't want to see you do well. And I'm convinced that's what it is with a lot of people in my circle. My circle's damn near died at this point. Other than my Woodworks family, other than my mom, maybe my uncle, maybe a couple of, you know, friends that I'm cool with, don't nobody really. It's a pick and choose.
That's why they say
it's a pick and choose game, and I'd rather not you do that. Like, keep that energy.
That's why they say it's lonely at the top. That's why they say the bottom is too crowded. It really is. And it's like, once you start like taking away and building new networks with people that feel the same way, like kind of like how we building together.
Yeah.
I feel much better building off of a for it to be like a friendship, because we have so much in common. We both have the same goals and visions. You sometimes like kind of trip into friendships and relationships online and have internet best friends and shit like that, because your real life like people don't fuck with you. Mm-hmm. So then when you blow up and you know, you take the people that you developed friendships with online, and y'all become a big ass conglomerate, and y'all are like taking, you know, one of the most biggest memes that they put out, what business memes they say about how Mark Zuckerberg came to all his friends and said, look, man, I got an idea. And only 2 people showed up to the meeting. Mm-hmm. And now they're billionaires. Mm-hmm. So even though Mark Zuckerberg can you know, suck a left testicle, it's still the fact that he had an idea and he told the idea to so many people and wanted to see his people flourish, and they didn't believe in him, and they thought that his ideas were crazy. Mm-hmm. And who's the crazy one now?
Exactly.
The motherfuckers that were suing him, talking about, well, I was in that meeting and I contributed some of the
Yeah,
ideas.
but you
So then
also
why the
walked
fuck?
out. But you also walked out, which
Yeah,
means you didn't believe in the core vision. You didn't believe in it because you thought it was going to flop.
yeah. Everybody that was not part of the bill reap and get a fucking apartment out of the building, and that didn't work. And at the end of the day, a lot of y'all are missing a lot of great opportunities because your head is too fucking big, and you just don't want to see the vision of other people. And this is why we're branching out and doing things like starting companies online with people and flourishing, because people that you in your own hometown don't want to go into business with you. Like
But they
that
don't.
was my mixed rant, by the way.
That was indeed the Minx rant. I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it. But no, you're so very right. But I guess at the end of the day, I guess I just have to charge it to the game. I mean, some people don't want to see you succeed. Some people would rather be on the bleachers watching. But as for me, I'm going to make this pop, with or without.
Well, Diddy did say some shit about that on his one of my friends, B Fury. Shout out to B Fury. He tagged me in it because I was having those moments, and he was just like, watch this and tell me what you think, and it just totally revitalized my mind. It's not bad to cut people off. It's not bad. You just let
No.
them know that right now I'm going through like a time period, and I need to just like be around people that are positive. They're gonna get offended by hearing that. Nobody ever likes to be told that they're the one that's being negative. They don't like to be told that. They go into straight up denial type shit.
Yeah.
So if you care about your subconscious and you care about what you want to manifest and you care about what your vision is and what you want to happen, then you're gonna have to cut those fucking people off. And as much as it may hurt, it's not gonna hurt you that bad when you decide to welcome them back into your life if you choose to.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll see the snakes in them, because then they're only going to see that you became successful without them. So again, it's not bad to cut people off. Don't be a dick about it. Just say, look, honestly, I'm going through some changes in my life, and I need to be by myself right now, and just keep it like that. You don't have to go into details. Just say fuck y'all, like literally fuck y'all.
Well, you just
Go on
sat there.
Facebook.
Well, you just sat there and said, "Don't be a dick," and then you just said, "Fuck y'all."
Look, I saw 3 people write on Facebook, fuck y'all. Everybody's like, oh my God, what's the problem? What's going on? And then he was just like, wow, that's what I had to say for y'all to fucking like talk to me. Like I had to say fuck y'all for y'all to care.
That's
But
terrible.
when I said that, hey, I needed 50 people to donate a dollar to my business so I can, y'all just ignored me. So that's why I said fuck y'all. So everybody should try it, right? Fuck y'all in your Facebook and watch how many people come flocking. Watch how they come flocking.
What's wrong with you? Everybody gonna be in your inbox. Oh my gosh, do you need to talk? Call me, call me, call me. What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh,
Then
now
you
you
just,
care. Oh, now you give a shit. Okay, no, keep that energy.
No, when they do that, just drop your link. That's all you gotta do.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everything okay? Here's my new release. That's what's okay.
yeah, that's what's okay. Click on that. But but ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the show. Yo, this is crazy. This is the end of the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to our streams, and shout out to we didn't get any listeners on Station Head tonight, but we'll be back on Monday night for more fuckery, more music, more topics, more jewels, more rants, more us. So y'all be here on Monday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Station Head, D Live, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube, and maybe Facebook if they don't want to be such freaking haters. I'm going to end the stream right here. So everybody that's on the stream, I'll see y'all Monday. Peace out.